Hey Leos, this is Zahara Stars with Astrology doing your July 2018 Astro Weather Forecast. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you're doing awesome. This is going to be a very active month. There's a lot going on, as is with every month. But to begin the month, you guys are going to be having still Venus transiting in your sign, which is attracting to you all the good things that life has to offer. It's awesome for attracting love. It's awesome for attracting money, for attracting jobs, people, friendships, all sorts of things. Venus is glamorous. Venus attracts, and Venus brings benefits. Now, the first of the month also is going to have Mercury in your sign. So you guys are going to be a lot, very communicative. You're going to be very social, very communicative, attracting. This is really good for searching for job opportunities, for finding love, for pretty much anything that you want in your life. You're magnetizing right now with Venus in your sign. And Venus will be there until the 9th of the month when Venus changes signs and moves into Virgo. And for you, that is your second house of earned income and money, which is always a great place to have Venus transiting, since we can all always benefit from a little extra money, right? Venus's transit through Virgo will be all the way up until the end of the month. So you're going to have Venus through your second house of money all month. There's a lot going on this month because the biggest thing is that Jupiter is finally moving direct, and we're all excited about that because Jupiter is the great benefactor, which brings us rewards and benefits and luck and fortune. And while he's been in retrograde, he's kind of been sleeping, and we haven't really been feeling as lucky and fortunate as we could be. However, come the 10th, he's going to move direct motion. And for you guys, this is your fourth house of home and family in the sign of Scorpio. So this is about expansion in the home and the family. Also expanding, for some of you moving, for some of you finding a bigger place, for some of you making home improvements, for some of you just having really good relations with the family. Jupiter there is really good for just feeling good at home, feeling content, having luck and fortune on your side when it comes to benefits from home. So those of you working in real estate, you can find benefits in this area as well. Those of you looking for a new home, it's awesome time to find a new home. Those of you looking to expand your home or maybe repair relationships within family members or anything like that, those benefits are going to be turned on come the 10th when Jupiter moves direct. Now, we have a lot going on this month because there's also a new moon on the 12th, which is also a partial solar eclipse, okay? And this is going to happen in the sign of Cancer. And this is in your guys' 12th house of the subconscious mind, okay? It's also hidden things, behind the scenes, all that stuff. And when there's a new moon and an eclipse, it's actually really quite interesting what happens here. Because the new moon is new insights, okay? New insights in the ending of an old way of beliefs, which could be held in the 12th house of the subconscious. Letting go of old, outworn beliefs with this new moon and this eclipse, but also letting go of old hurts, starting a new cycle. The subconscious mind is what directs and manifests into our future, what we want in our life. So if we're holding on to false beliefs, old beliefs, things that are holding us back, sabotaging us in any way, having an eclipse and a new moon here is awesome because it helps us release those. So then we can start creating the lives that we want, not being held back by our subconscious or by things that we may be doing to sabotage ourselves, or behavioral patterns that we have that aren't working in our favor, or belief systems that are holding us back, anything like that. It can also be hidden enemies, the disappearance of them going away. That's always nice. Whatever the case will be, it's going to be happening in your subconscious mind and the hidden realms, spiritual realms. So you can have new illuminations, letting go of old, like I said, false beliefs, things that are holding you back. New insights where you can approach life with a more positive outlook. So it's really, really positive. But that's not all. Jupiter's moving direct on the 10th, and then we also currently have Mars retrograde. And Mars retrograde can bring about some frustration, some slowdown in our lives, blockages, but it's really about rethinking. It's about the art of war. It's about strategizing, thinking about what it is you really want and how you're going to get it, how you want to go about getting it, and making wise steps in the direction of getting what it is you want. Now, Mars is in your 7th house of partnerships in Aquarius, which is your marriage house. It's also partnerships, business partners. It's also close friends, associates, and also open enemies. Now, Mars actually here brings a lot of activity into the social group. So you can be really busy with friends, really busy networking, busy developing new partnerships. With Mars retrograde, it's all about reviewing those, also strategizing, coming back and meeting fated encounters with people that are supposed to cross your path to help you in some way. Mars retrograde just in general, and all retrogrades just in general, are all about revisiting. So people from the past can come back. Fated and karmic meetings can come back. People that you were supposed to meet crossing your path some way along the road that you missed can come back. You can start expanding your networks now, especially with Mars. Mars is just pure, unadulterated, direct energy. Just action, just do it. And in retrograde motion, it's very strategic. It's more thinking things through, trying to make things more efficient, making them work out better in our favor, strategizing, all that stuff, being methodical in our processes. So in your 7th house of partnerships, this is about reviewing your partnerships, reconnecting with old partnerships, revisiting relationships. Partners from the past can come back to close things out, heal old wounds, let go, whatever it may be. With all these planets retrograde, Saturn and Pluto as well. And then this month we also have Mercury going retrograde. That won't be till the 26th, but Mercury is going to retrograde in your sign. So this is going to be very important for you guys. But let me get back first to this new moon eclipse that's happening. It's going to be opposite Pluto, okay? And so this is in your subconscious mind. So this is definitely about deep-rooting psychological belief systems, deep-rooting hidden fears, things that you're doing or that you're afraid of, maybe real or imagined. Anything that's holding you back subconsciously, this is about ridding those. This is about getting rid of them. So sometimes you can have a slight purge of like things that come to your mind or that you think about and you're like, wow, I thought it was like this all along and it really wasn't. Those types of things are very, very possible with that. However, on the same day, I'm talking about the 12th, with the new moon and the partial solar eclipse in Cancer, in Cancer, and the partial solar eclipse in Capricorn, opposite Pluto, is very... it's going to be very, very powerful because of the deep transformational energy there. But there's also a grand trine between Saturn, Uranus, and Venus, okay? And Saturn, Uranus, and Venus, grand trine, is a very lucky, fortunate, fluid energy, okay? It's a very flowing with the energy here. And this means that positive results can be had. Now, Saturn for you guys is in Capricorn, which is in your 6th house of health, fitness, workout, daily routine, organization, all of that stuff. So having Saturn there is really good for structuring, restructuring, organizing, following through in your projects, all that stuff. You guys also have Pluto currently transiting there as well. Pluto's retrograde, Saturn is retrograde until September at least. But Saturn's grand trine between your 6th house and your and Uranus, which is in Taurus, which is in your 10th house of career. Okay, so this is really good. This is going to be Saturn in your 6th, Uranus in your 10th, and then Venus is going to be in your 2nd house of money. So this is something really good that can come through with regards to your career and work opportunities on this day as well. You're definitely going to get some new opportunities opening up, because there's also going to be a full moon in Aquarius in your partnership house at the end of the month on the 27th. So there's a lot of partnership activity, business activity, ending out old phases happening for you guys. But definitely with Uranus's move into your 10th house of career, there's going to be a lot of new opportunities and exciting opportunities coming to you guys that might be quite different from what you've ever expected, especially with Uranus. Uranus is expect the unexpected. So yeah, you have Mars retrograde in your 7th house of partnerships. Uranus is moved into your 10th house of career. There's a grand trine between Saturn, Uranus, and Venus will be in your 2nd house. Saturn in your 6th and Uranus in your 10th. So expect some good news regarding work here. This is something that can come through that's really, really positive for you guys. Okay, there's a lot of really positive things happening for you guys, especially in the house of home, being able to find a place, home, making it more comfortable, working with the family, all of that stuff, making, relations better with them. And then your work process and how you go about routine and organizing and health and fitness and all that stuff, taking better care of yourself, being healthy, but your day-to-day routine, all of that stuff is really going to be refining itself as well with Saturn and Pluto there. Okay, but Mercury is going to turn retrograde on the 26th, so there's going to be a little bit of chaos involved in that, along because Mars will still be retrograde. So there's a lot of revisiting going on with all the retrograde planets, and whenever there's that much revisiting, it's definitely about going back and going over things to try to plan more strategically towards what it is that you want to do. Jupiter's direct motion on the 10th is going to be really positive. That's going to be probably where you're going to notice the most and biggest changes happening here, because of the fact that Jupiter brings benefits and it's in the house of home. So you are going to receive most of your home rewards there, like relationships improving within the family. Some of you looking for a new home can find one. Some of you trying to move or want to move, you're going to find a lot of luck in moving. There's just a lot of things that are really going to come through there that you guys are really going to notice on the 10th, because Jupiter is the most obvious planet when it comes to the benefits being seen, and especially right when it turns direct. So that's going to be where you're really going to notice it. But then again, when we have the new moon and the eclipse happening in Cancer, that's going to be pretty noticeable as well. Letting go of old things and, letting go of things that are holding you back, old belief systems that aren't working, things that maybe, somehow you've been holding on to that aren't for your betterment. That's really what that's going to be about. But it's going to be really, really positive moving forward in the future. Okay? Very positive. There's a lot of really good aspects this month as well. For one, that's happening is that Venus in Virgo is going to trine Uranus in Taurus on the 11th. And that's really positive because, again, Taurus is in your 10th house of career and Venus will be in your 2nd house of money. So this is something coming through, money, financial money for you, something related to your career, something positive in that area. Again, having Venus in your sign is awesome for attracting. So you're going to have Venus there until the 9th. When Venus actually changes signs into Virgo in your 2nd house and actually is about your self-esteem, the money that you make, earned income, all that stuff, all beneficial. So you're going to see a lot of benefits in terms of career advancement, home improvement, money, letting go of old things that are holding you back, old belief systems that are no longer working in your favor, revisiting old friendships, being very active in partnerships, meeting a lot of new people, very, very social time of meeting people, being active, all of that stuff. And then we're going to close out the end of the month with the full moon in Aquarius, which will be at 1:20 p.m. And that's going to bring to illumination something within a relationship, something within your relationship houses, something within a partnership. Something can come to fruition if some of you have been seeking a partnership, seeking a relationship, seeking a commitment, anything like that. This full moon can bring clarity and illumination to you guys. So it looks like a fantastic month for you guys. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Thanks so much for listening to me. If you'd like your own personal reading or forecast, please visit my site at www.illumastrology.blogspot.com. And this is to get more detailed or specific for you, because everybody does have a different chart. These are all general readings. I also just suggest that you listen to your ascendant sign, because those houses will be affected as well. and you will be able to feel the transits happening to both of those. However, because you have planets all in different houses, each of you, not everybody has the same planets in the same houses, they're all being aspected differently. So there could be more positive things happening for you, or there could be blockages happening to some of these things for each of you. So if you'd like me to do that or go through that with you, then please visit my site. Otherwise, I wish you guys an awesome July 2018. As always, thank you so much for listening, and until next time.